Hey everybody, so today is day 2 of 100 Days of Value, and we're going to kick it off with something kind of technical but kind of light at the same time. It's something that everybody pretty much does when they're working on a new project or they're starting a new business, which is building a website, which is kind of what I do. And I talk about it a lot. But we're going to talk about ways you can get it done quickly, really quick, like same day. So let's jump into it, because what you don't want to do is waste your time or your money for something that's not ready to launch until 6 months later. So let's jump into it. The first thing you need to do is figure out what's the minimum thing you want to put out there. What exactly are you throwing out there to the people? Do you want them to buy your product? Do you want them to contact you? Do you want them to know who you are? What is that one thing, and what is the minimum steps it takes to accomplish that one thing on your website? Don't make it 30 things. Don't make it like, yeah, we're a blog and we got this product and we're doing this event and we're doing whatever. Pick one thing, stick with that one thing so you can put it out there. Prioritize that thing. If you have, like, for example, Geek Moms Code, we have Geek Kids Code, we have Geek Moms Code, we have Noir Visual Studios, we have partnerships in the work. We have so many things. And trust me, half of that is not on our website. It needs to be, but whatever the minimum thing is, which for us is we showcase our services, what we have to offer, that needs to be thrown out there first. And how I came to that conclusion is prioritizing. You need to prioritize what is the most important thing that we need to put out there in front of our customers for them to see and buy and learn about us and all the things. So you have to figure that out. And then once you have that, now it's time to get to building. Before you build, before you put a credit card on the website to purchase out your hosting and all of that stuff, you need to make sure you have a domain. Is that domain name your name? Is that your company's name? Is that something that somebody took? Is it something, not only something that somebody took domain wise, but also you need to look at social media. Does somebody have that Facebook page? Does somebody has that Instagram? Does somebody has that Twitter? Think about these things when you're getting your domain name, because you want to be consistent across all of your different platforms. Hosting. Are you going to purchase hosting yourself? Or are you going to do it through your CMS platform like Squarespace or Wix or Weebly? That needs to be determined ahead of time. What is your budget? Your budget is very important, because what you don't want to do is make a whole bunch of mistakes that gets you like $300 in debt for something that you didn't want. So you need to look at your budget. What are you willing to spend, and do the research on what that money is willing to do for you. I know the minimum that you could spend on a website per month could be at least $20 from what I'm saying per month. Some other CMS platforms will say, hey, yeah, we're really cheap. But you got to think about that monthly cost versus that annual cost. Those are two different things. So you have to figure out which platforms is doing what. Do they offer you both, where you can pay the annual, pay the whole year up front and not have to think about it anymore? Or is your budget tighter on a month to month? And you got to think about whether you're willing to pay for a monthly thing that might be a little bit higher than when you do your annual spending. So you got to figure that out. And then once you figure that out, you have to also consider what platform is easiest for you to use. If you're going to do the DIY route, you need to consider what is something that is easy for you to use versus something that you're going to have somebody else build. And then once that person is gone, you got to pick up the pieces from there. So there's two ways you can go about it. You can either choose up front what is easier for you to use, or you can have somebody help you. It may be a little bit complicated, but that person needs to onboard you on how to use that application. For us, what we do is we provide a document at the end of, or towards the end of our engagement, and I say, hey, this is how you update the thing. This is the theme that I use. This is your login, yada, 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 all the stuff. So you have to figure out which route you're going to go. If you're going to do it yourself, are you more of a drag and drop type of person? Are you more of a coding type of person? Can you use different themes and know how to customize those themes? All of the stuff you need to consider before you even start typing in a credit card number. Because if you want something that's quickly like pushed out there, you should consider things like Wix or Squarespace, because that is drag and drop. That is something that you can easily adjust and work with and not have to do a whole bunch of onboarding to learn how to work it. WordPress is known across many designers and developers. So if you use something like WordPress, just make sure you have a lot of communication with the person that you're going to work with to fully understand how WordPress works. Once you figure that out, it's go time. You get the CMS platform that you want to use, whether it's Squarespace or WordPress, you get your hosting aligned, you set up your records right in your domain, and you get going. You think about the minimum thing you want to put out there. What is it going to take for the customers to buy my stuff? You do that path, homepage, click a button, see the product, I see it, add it to my cart, add it to the cart, check out, it delivery. You want to do that main thing that gets the stuff done, and then you build off of that. Because what a lot of people tend to do is look at the templates and they see, oh, this person has 30 pages. I want to have 30 pages. And then you start to think about what are you going to fill these other pages with. And next thing you know, you got 30 odd pages of stuff, and you have to figure out how to connect everything. And you have to figure out which buttons goes to what. So you want to start off with the minimum thing that you want to accomplish on your website, build that out, and then expand from there at the about page, at a contact page, and then go into more depths of your story and your social media and all the different outlets that you have for your branding. So start with that. So that is it. And I hope you enjoy this Monday. It's a brand new week, and I'll see you tomorrow.